for students to grow. Sometimes they're like, I'm asking, what do they want, what do you want to pursue, what do you want to study? They have no idea, but they experience a skill or an occupation by volunteering, giving back to the community, and that sometimes can kind of impact their choice of what they want to do as far as their own career or study after high school.
What we say is that it could be the thing that makes a college look at you more favorably. So if you have two exact students, with the exception of one has done something altruistic for the community, that may be the student that college wants.
But we do have it here too. So they
Oh
do.
yeah, we do in school community service, not as much as we used to, unfortunately, because we don't have as many activities in the school as we used to, but we do it here in the school too.
Is that a mandatory thing to finish the high school?
There is a state requirement for community service. Yeah.
Yes.
Does the type of community service like, let's say I do teaching, like let's say the other one, this is just being dramatic. Let's say I assist with like saving lives. It's dramatic. Like, does the type of community service look better? Or is that not even
It's less about, yes, the type of community service you do does matter, because you want to do something that's truly community service. Examples, students here participate in activities where the teacher says they'll give them community service, but it's not so much servicing the community, it's helping it in the classroom or something like that. You want to have your community service probably by your sophomore, at least your junior year, to start focusing in on the area that you may want to study, so that you show a commitment to that. It can change, because as we know, freshman year, majors change a lot. But it does matter that it is, and like I said, the two words are commitment and continuity.
And how many hours they needed by the end of high school?
So we asked them to have 160, which is 40 a year. The state requirement is 40.
I was unaware of that, I'm sorry.
Okay.
There's a SYEP program. Do they consider that also as a
No, they get paid for that.
Oh,
If you get paid, it's not community service, except you're servicing
you
your own
have to be
community.
volunteer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you're participating in community service but has not submitted as of yet to the school, can you still do that?
Yeah, sure. Just bring it,
And
they have to bring it to the state.
So they're freshmen the summer before their freshman year. Anything the summer before, moving forward.
So if it's community service in different areas, say the community service is like a school, preschool, or like an office or that, and then they're doing like a shelter, does that, it doesn't matter, it's just adding up?
Well, you would send in for each organization, so you would send in for that one. And then, let's be honest, if you're going to use this in your essay or your resume, you're gonna use the one that was in the shelter, not working for an office, filing for your uncle in their dentist's office.
Also, like she said, it's continuity, so you want to do it from year to year. You don't want to do, say, a pet shelter this year, a hospital this year, you're doing the public library this year, because then it shows there's no continuity, and it raises a little flap. Like, how come you're not doing this from year to year? So, and try to find something that you like. Like, if you like animals, you can volunteer in a pet shelter, or even a private shelter. Anything. A soup, you could do, we have people that do soup kitchens year to year, during the holidays, during the summer. Whatever they find that, that they like.
So if you're, say you could
that would make it even better. So if you wanna be a doctor, and you wanna volunteer in the hospital, or you wanna volunteer in Menorah at the nursing home, or you wanna volunteer in a doctor's office, yeah, it does look a lot better. Any other questions? Yes.
I have a question about the AP scores. You mentioned that in the senior year, they could list where they're
Yes.
applying. What if they took?
No, not where they're applying, where they're gonna be attending in the fall.
Okay, so what if the student took AP classes in sophomore year, junior?
Everything is on that AP score report. So it's just like the SATs. When you take an SAT, from year to year, every SAT is going to show up on that score report regardless of your scores. With the APs, it's the same exact thing. So I believe do they start in freshman year with AP? Or is it sophomore?
We used to, but no, pretty much the sophomore year.
Okay, so if they take a sophomore AP course, and when their senior year, they'll know what they've gotten on their exams junior year, sophomore year. They won't know yet on their senior year.